I mean, I was enjoying the Disney vibe last week, so I looked into some more. I know that the Grammys happened last night too, which I was
Living
I was
for.
living. I was like, could you hear me screaming downstairs?
No.
Oh.
I was busy. I was a little preoccupied.
Yeah. No, I was like literally screaming. I was like clapping, standing up. I was like, yes! I posted like a whole Instagram story.
Well, I watched it, so that's how I figured out like what happened at the Grammys was by you posting about it because I didn't watch it.
I was doing
And I was like
doing
watching
due
like
diligence.
Sabrina's like iconic like
Yes, she did good this time because I remember like she had a costume reveal at one of the award shows.
it like ripped off and there was like
It was like nothing.
just the top comes off.
She's like, yes, give us nothing, girl.
Yeah.
It was so funny. I made a TikTok about it actually.
Really? Giving us nothing and everything at the same time.
Yes.
No, this one was really good. Like having the whole like
And she was
retro.
funny. It was cute.
Yeah. Again, I didn't watch it, but all I'm seeing on my feed right now is like, have you seen Kanye?
Oh, yes. I heard he got kicked out.
So what they're saying is he got kicked out because he wasn't invited, even though he was nominated.
Was he?
Yep.
I didn't know he was nominated.
Yeah, he was nominated for a song. I'd have to check and see which one it is. But he got nominated for something, and then people were saying either that he got kicked out because he wasn't invited, or he went to the red carpet just to make his appearance. And obviously, like, his girlfriend or fiance, are they married?
I've heard, I saw wife in the articles. I was like, since when?
So,
When
what's
did
her
that
name?
happen?
Bianca?
Yes, I think.
Centauri? Well, she was not, well, you know, at first I thought it was Bianca censored because, like, they needed to censor the picture. I thought her name was just, like, Bianca, not, like, Centauri or something. I was like, oh my god, they had to censor it? What? And then I looked and
Oh my
they
gosh.
should have censored it because, girl, what were you wearing?
Yeah.
You were wearing, it was giving nothing.
Yeah. He was just see-through.
Well, she showed up in the big coat.
Yeah, and the
then
reveal.
they were like, ooh, she's wearing more clothes than she usually does because she never wears anything. And then she does her little, like, you know, the shoulder. And then all of a sudden you see her little butt cheeks. Not her pulling down the see-through dress like it's going to do anything. She was trying to pull it. I'm like, what are you pulling?
I mean, I guess it makes sense for like a statement of people being like, you don't wear enough clothes, you don't wear enough clothes. So she's like, fine, here I am wearing nothing. Like, but I'm also wearing clothes.
An entire dress.
But the Grammys are not, I feel like, not the place to do that.
No. And then Kanye just looked like,
Hey, and it's, yeah, I think that's like the thing. It's like,
Yeah,
why does he have to be part of that moment? If she did that on her own, it would be such a different.
but she also looked like Loki scared.
She
Like,
did.
She looked like I don't
That's
know.
true, she kinda
We need to
did.
do some digging into like what is going on with Kanye and her because there's so much like conspiracy around Kanye to begin
Yeah.
with. They're saying like, ooh, Kanye was cloned, and Kanye
yeah.
put in his song saying that like, oh, like if I ever start rapping about the devil, then it's not me. They cloned me.
Did you ever hear the conspiracy that David Bowie predicted his rise to fame?
No.
Yeah, like, because he released one of his albums, I can't remember which one, David Bowie, it says, like, a star, K West, and, like, on a sign, and I want to say it has the same year on it that Kanye was born, because Kanye wasn't born yet when he released it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's creepy.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
Yeah, that's, like, one of the, like, things, and then there's, of course, like, the conspiracies about, like, Illuminati and all that kind of stuff with him, but...
Yeah, and him trying to, like, out people saying, like, yo, you know, like, I don't want to be a part of this, and Kim is a part of this, and her
Right.
whole family, and then whenever the Diddy trials, I know we always go back. Diddy seems like the middle of everything, but he, like, the Kardashians were at the parties and stuff, like, we already know that, and then Kanye says he didn't want to be a part of that anymore, and he wanted to find God, but was he trying to find God, or was he trying to build a cult?
Yeah,
nobody's really sure.
I heard recently that SNL actors or like people on set were saying that he was one of the worst people to work with.
Yeah, and I'm like, is that like tism? Because that was another, not a conspiracy, obviously, but like kind of they were getting into like his mental health.
Yeah.
Like, does he have?
I could totally see that.
Like
him having like undiagnosed things.
I can see it too. But yeah, maybe some of the children, possibly.
That's true, yeah.
So, and I see it too. Like, if you watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians, you can see that, like, oh, maybe some of their
Yeah.
dad repped up on them a little bit.
Yeah, no. North is like Kanye's daughter for sure.
North is Northing.
Yeah.
That is
She
for sure.
Kanye's daughter.
Yeah. But Beyonce, speaking of Beyonce, like, backtrack, Beyonce won Best Country Album?
Yes, and she won Album of the Year.
No way.
That's the first time she ever won that category.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was like a big deal.
And a country one on top of that.
Yeah.
Isn't she the first, like, African American to win, like, Best Country?
Yes, yeah.
Something like that I
Yeah,
saw.
she was the first, I think, Black female to win Best Country Album. There was a lot of new, like, Grammy winners. Chappell Roan won.
Yeah.
Charlie XCX won a couple. Sabrina won a few.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of who else was, like, new. Kendrick Lamar won a bunch, like we said.
Yeah.
For a diss track at that, which is so funny.
I think that's iconic.
Could you? I know. I'm like, imagine Drake right now. He's like, oh, the diss track, and got him the Super Bowl too.
Yeah.
Like,
well, there was a lawsuit about that.
Really?
Yeah. So Drake tried to sue Kendrick, or
That's
tried
crazy.
to sue the Super Bowl, something like that, so that Kendrick couldn't play the song at the Super Bowl. And Kendrick's like, I don't even care. Like, I'll pay the money. I am still gonna sing that song at the Super Bowl. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, literally. And then SZA got added too to the
Super Bowl.
So they're gonna be doing it together. It's still like his performance, but
Yeah.
like, she's gonna be there. I cannot wait. I'm like so excited.
Yeah, I've never been so excited for the Super Bowl before.
I know.
Well, no, the Beyonce one was pretty good.
Yeah, I like the Lady Gaga one too.
I really enjoyed the one with, like, Snoop and Dre and Eminem. Like, that one was pretty iconic too.
Yeah. Well, I guess Kendrick is the first rapper that they've put on like a solo set.
Oh yeah, like his like main. But yeah, backtrack just for 1 second. Backtrack to Kanye and Bianca. I tried looking up the picture at first. Like, I went on Instagram, and it literally said that I could not search Bianca. Like, it was like censored. It said you need to go on your
That's
settings and change your like your settings to see like what kind of content you want to see, because
Interesting.
you don't want to see explicit content. And so I changed it to the medium one, and I still couldn't see anything. And I didn't want to change it to the last one because I'm like, I don't want my
You don't want your algorithm to be
I'm
that like
no. But
I bet that's probably what mine's on. I don't know what mine's on. I don't really care.
I didn't even know that was a thing
I didn't either.
until I
But I
looked
think
up.
I can see it.
I was like, I couldn't even see her like her account.
That's
I
crazy.
couldn't see anything. I was like, what?
Interesting.
And it wasn't like,
I wouldn't say it wasn't like the most explicit thing in the world.
well,
like,
I mean, kind of.
yeah, but like,
She had no clothes on.
yeah, but
But I was, yeah, there's more explicit shit
yeah,
on the internet.
I guess for Instagram level, like it's not like Instagram allows like corn
No.
or anything.
corn.
It's corn.
It's corn.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
Yeah.
so that was the
Grammys. Oh, it was so good though. I loved it. It was great.
Yeah, I loved watching the highlights.
Yeah,
love
you're
that for
welcome.
me.
You're welcome. So, I looked up a bunch of Disney theories because last week I was like on a high from that,
Yeah.
and so
From
I'm
the
like,
trauma.
that's so true. I was just like, oh my god, Disney! I love Disney. The conspiracies. Okay, I'm gonna set my coffee down for this. I have a list. Okay. So the main one that I like, obviously, their Disney parks are like very manipulative to the experience.
Yeah.
Because they want you to like experience the magic or
Yeah.
whatever. So one of the things that they do is they pump like scents through the vents.
No.
Yeah. So like when you're like in a certain parts of the park, like if you're like walking by a food stand, like they'll pump a scent through the vent so that like you smell it and then you're like, oh, I need to try that food now.
Okay, that's scary. What else are they pumping through the vents?
Right, I know. And then I also thought, this is when I found out, like, for the first time, I knew about that one, but apparently they make it so that in the bathrooms, there's no cell reception or Wi-Fi connection. Because, because they don't want people to, like, get distracted
In the bathroom.
on their phones. So they, like, do that. So, like, you only go to the bathroom and leave.
Oh my gosh.
To, like, keep lines, like, regulated, pretty much. I'm like, interesting.
That's scary. Like, what if you're trying to call for help or something? And you're
Right.
like, I'm just going to go to the bathroom to call for help.
Yeah, and then you're like, I'm stuck here now.
Yeah. And there's nothing.
Yep. And they apparently like fake the wait times for rides, which I guess is like a common practice actually.
But how do you fake a wait time?
Like they have like signs and it says like wait time is 45 minutes or wait time is an hour for this ride.
Yeah, I've seen that at Canada's Wonderland too. Some people just don't change it because they're just too lazy to.
Yeah.
But I could see that like, oh, if you don't want a lot of people on a certain ride, or you have like less staff on a ride, or whatever.
That's basically what they do to like, and also apparently like with the fast pass lines and things that they have been like screwing that up too. But I didn't know that. I was like, interesting. Now I'll note that whenever I'm in line. I'm like, maybe, but
yeah, I always like look. I mean, I don't go to parks very often,
I don't either,
but like whenever I do, there's like stairs. Like you can see. Well, I don't know about Disney because I've never been, but at Canada's Wonderland, it's like wooden stairs. You can see where the line is.
Yeah, literally. I know. It's like, pay attention.
Yeah,
you'll know.
Oh my god, the line is 3 hours long. Okay,
I guess it's a little different when it's like knowing how long the ride lasts for.
True.
That's what I'm like, but especially like dark rides because there's so many dark rides at Disney. Like it's a small world. But
yeah, I don't know if I'll ever. I almost want to just go on it. Because
oh my god, I'd do it again. Like it's fun. It's just creepy. Oh my gosh. Ugh. It would give me like a whole different experience to go. Oh, and like the people in the costumes. So like they aren't allowed to take their heads off.
No.
Under any circumstances. So
that makes you question who the heck is under there.
Well, it's to like not ruin the magic, but like there's been like apparently like there's like, and they can't break character. They have to stay in character.
Yeah.
So like there's people who've been like sick and like they can't break character. They like I've heard like literally people like had to like throw up in their costume.
Stop. Like, I mean, go to the bathroom. There's no cell reception. They can't post something about you. They can't live stream you in the bathroom.
Literally. But no, like you have to like, you can't break character. So if you have to go to the bathroom, you have to like go to the bathroom as your character or like wave to be like, oh, I gotta go. So it's like the process of that. And there's another one, I guess like, it was like a goofy water ride type thing, like performance.
Yeah.
And like he was in water, and so they were like, if he ever drowned, they were instructed that they had to take his like body off as a team before taking off the head to then give him medical assistance. Like he was like aware of that, and because they're like,
okay, but like how much are they getting paid?
And I've heard horror stories from people like who work there, or like I don't think they get paid that well.
Well, there was a program. I almost applied to
Is it the college program?
Yeah, the one where you get to go for like the summer.
A lot of my friends did that. From college. But those jobs, they're more like, they aren't like costume ones for the most part. They're like,
no, it's almost like guides and help and stuff like that. But is it like not volunteering? But they pay for like all the expenses. It's something like that. Like, they don't pay you
it's
to
like
work.
An internship. Yeah.
And you get to put it on your resume like, oh, I worked at Disneyland. So it looks good on the resume, and then also you get to be there, and you don't, it's like you don't have to pay for anything. That's your payment. Like, oh, if you want food, you get food. You show your little pass, you're like, oh, I'm an intern person for the summer.
Yeah. No, literally, my friends did that. That's actually like my junior year how I got the housing situation I did, because they were supposed to stay on campus. And then they were like, we're going to Disney. And I was like, oh, okay, open space, I'll take it. So yeah, they went there. A lot of people did for my school, and I think they liked it. I don't know.
That's good.
It just seemed interesting. I'm sure they have stories. So another part of the Disney park is like, if you look on the map, there's like a little island that like isn't marked pretty much on the map of Disney. And it used to be Discovery Island, which I guess was like kind of like Magic Kingdom, or not Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
But since then it's closed, so the whole thing's just like an abandoned like park.
Oh. But do you have access to it, or like people are like breaking into it?
There's like high security on it.
Oh.
But then because of how high the security is, people are like, what else are you holding
Is that actually Epstein Island?
Imagine.
That's
it is. Scary. Oh my god, like on Disney property.
Yep.
That'd be crazy. I feel like people would know. Like, it's Disney.
Well, there's high security. How are you supposed to get in? How are you supposed to know?
That's true. Are they putting them in shipping containers?
Is it close to water? I mean, it's an island.
It is, yeah. It's surrounded by water.
I'm telling you.
But they're saying, like, they were saying, like, if you float, like, if you're boating in, like, that bay area
They'll
or whatever.
tell you to leave.
And they'll be watching you the whole time. So, like, there's no point.
So,
yeah.
You heard it here first.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm right, or if I disappear.
You might have low-key convinced me on that. Low-key convinced me.
No, I'm not sure, though.
Allegedly.
It's alleged. Well, no, I just...
In theory, yeah.
Yeah, in theory,
never know.
I just said it.
That's like my new favorite thing to say.
Ghost.
Like, you never know. You never know. So yeah, more manipulative things about Disney. I found this one out yesterday. Apparently, Walt Disney, every photo of him, he's like this, like, and people are like, what? And it's because he had a cigarette in his hand, but they were like,
oh, and they edited it out.
in like all his photos.
I love that.
I'm like, okay, and it's because he died. He was unalive from lung cancer from it. So they just like I was just like, what the, like in memory, they're like, we're erasing this. Yeah. Like, no,
it's not a good look.
He never smoked.
Yeah, he never did.
That was just kind of like funny, but it was interesting. I was like, oh,
that is interesting.
But I'm also like, these are old photos. Like, where's the OGs? Like, it's not like they were doing Photoshop back in the day.
Yeah, but I mean, when the internet came out, people did have
they just
access to
swiped everything. Like, I don't know.
I'm sure they have the power.
That's true. They probably do. Have you ever seen the like subliminal messages in Disney movies?
I mean, as we grow up, kind of. Like, if you watch a Disney movie and you're like, oh, I never got that as a kid, like, that's random.
Mm-hmm. But have you seen, like, the ones that are, like, very weirdly placed thing? Okay.
Yeah, like what?
So, like, in The Lion King, like, I think it's Simba, one of the lions, like, sits on, like, a patch of, like, flowers or whatever, and, like, the pollen goes into the, like, air and spells out, like, SEX in the sky.
I've heard that, but then I've never gone back to look.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I think they've changed, like, once people realize them, they edit and, like, re-release it without.
Yeah.
But, and then there's, like, the Little Mermaid scene where, like, the guy's just, like, fully hard in the scene.
How? What?
Yeah. Like, it's just, like, flopping. Like, you're just like, what? It is, like, the old dude. So that one's crazy.
But the thing is, if you have VHSs, you would be able to go back and look at those. Like, I have all the VHS tapes.
And then there are the rescuers. This one's the craziest because there's a scene, and this one was very deliberate.
Like Rescuers Down Under or something?
It's like the two mice?
Yeah, the two rats.
Yeah, there's a scene where they, like, go down, like, this, like, thing in a little, like, car, and they're passing, like, a skyscraper or whatever.
Yeah.
And, like, for, like, a few shots or whatever, in one of the windows of the skyscraper is a completely, like, topless, like, naked woman.
But, like, why, though?
Like a real one. Like, a real, like, not even, like, animated. It's like they threw that in there.
But that kind of makes you think, or could make you think of what's going on TikTok, like, right now with, like, or, like, kids' YouTube.
I mean, it's always been a thing,
Well, like, the Minions, where they take, like, they take videos from the dark web, like,
and they change the thumbnail.
Yeah, no, they make it into AI minion. So it's like if somebody was being unalived, what do they call it? They take real snuff films, they throw it into an AI generator, like minions, and then it's a bunch of minions like decapitating each other.
Okay,
like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
level.
and then kids are watching it and they're like, oh, they think it's minions because
That's
it
crazy.
is all minions, but the voices are not, and it's real. Like, it's like they're talking, they're like, I'm gonna unalive you, I'm gonna do this to you, I'm gonna do that to you, but it's all minion faces.
That's crazy, yeah.
And
I've heard, like, about, like, they call it, like, Elsagate, and that was, like, the YouTube, the YouTube, that was, like, yeah, like, on YouTube they were sharing, I think this was just thumbnails, though.
Okay.
It was, like, so much Frozen. It was, like, Frozen this, Frozen that, Frozen, but then, like, you click on it and it would be, like, corn, or, like, snuff films, or...
Yeah, no, this was legit ones, just AI
I mean, AI's
into other
getting
stuff.
crazy, so...
It's probably all on American TikTok, too. Okay, for that one day...
I know.
That one day...
It wasn't even a full day. It was like 8 to 10 hours.
But did you see what happened to TikTok? And my TikTok is super weird now.
Oh, like everyone's algorithm changed and
Yeah,
stuff?
my algorithm is like, first of all,
Mine
it's messed
didn't,
up.
but I've been chronically on it since like
Oh.
2020, so like that could be why.
Well, no,
But I
I
did
have
hear a lot of
two.
people had
And like,
issues.
I have all these like random videos of people from a bunch of other countries, which is great. I love seeing it. But like small creators. On my For You page, there's barely any like big creators anymore, like from the States and everything. It's all like small creators from all over the place.
Interesting.
And everyone is also saying the same thing. It's like, oh, like when the Americans were gone, it was so peaceful here. And then you see when the Americans come back and they're like, oh, you miss me, and they're like swearing at each other and like causing chaos. And now like all these videos I'm seeing are like, don't you miss that peaceful like
10 hours.
10 hours without the Americans?
That's so polar opposite of what I have for my For You page.
But you're on the American one.
That's
aren't you?
true. And you have the Canadian.
And I have the Canadian one.
That's so true, yeah.
So-
Like mine was fine, but I did hear people who, like American TikTok, that
Yeah.
had issues. But everyone on my side is like, the Americans are back, yay, TikTok's normal again.
Yeah, and see, on all the rest of ours, it's like, the Americans.
I had Red
They're
Note for
back.
like
They're back.
30 seconds. And
Um,
I was trying to learn Mandarin and everything. I was like,
Yeah.
But I mean, I should still keep up with it because you never know. You never know. You never know.
You just never know. But I did notice, though, like, even, like, I'll, like, comment on, like, certain American creators, like Honey Boba Bear, I've loved her, like, forever.
Honey Boo Boo?
Honey Boba Bear. Kelly?
I have no idea who that is.
Oh, my, if I showed you a video, you would know.
I thought you were like Honey Boo Boo.
No,
I was
not
like,
Honey no, like Honey Boba Bear and like Kaylee May and all those people. You don't watch, you're not on the clean side of TikTok and the recipes and stuff.
and like Nara Smith.
Yeah, Nara Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I don't really comment on her stuff. But like I had commented one thing, and it was probably like late at night or something, and I commented saying like, oh, like this is the only account that I wanted to survive the ban, but it accidentally put a D, and then some American comes in and goes, it's banned, and I'm like, exactly. Like you just proved my whole point.
The band. Survived the band.
Yeah, you know, you guys are a band.
Battle of the Bands.
Yeah.
Camp Rock. Camp Rock.
Camp Rock. Also American. But, like, I'm not mad that the American creators are back. It's just, it's those people just leaving the comments. I'm like, dude, you on your private account, like, chill.
Literally, I know. They're like
It's not
12.
that serious. And that's what they're
It's
talking
true.
about.
I mean, that's like that's always an issue on the internet of people being like so like
but
attacking.
like random, like just the randomest things, and for what? Like, why did you need to leave that comment?
I think
Like,
it
where
just
does
it's
get
ego. It brings people like a sense of like superiority that like I have purpose.
I have the power. I have the right. It is my constitutional right. Freedom of speech.
Oh my gosh, I saw this thing today where someone's like, it was like a politician or something that was like, there are no pronouns in our Constitution. And someone was like, okay, I'm going to stop when there's a pronoun in the Constitution. And they're like, we. It was like, we the people is how it starts, literally.
Done. Finished.
What was I going to say? Because we were talking before. Oh, internet. Okay, so back to the internet, because I did want to talk about this.
Yeah.
Because last week, in the pod, I mentioned I watched Amelia Perez.
Yes.
And I was like, I don't know, they might win. I don't think so anymore, because the main girl, and it sucks because she was like the first trans woman to get nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah.
And then they did some, of course, like deep diving into previous tweets.
Of course. Yeah, and then something comes up.
No, but the stuff that she wrote was like stuff about like George Floyd, like super like Islamophobic type stuff. I'm trying to think of what else there was. Like there were some like kind of like racist things thrown throughout, and then apparently she called Selena Gomez like a rich brat at some point or something like that.
They're in the same movie. Oh no.
Yeah, but they were debating like taking away the Oscar nom from her.
Messy.
But they had decided like she didn't actually break any Oscar rules, so she still has the nomination. But I just don't foresee her winning at this point
Yeah,
because the Academy would get so
they
much
would never.
backlash. Yeah,
They would never.
they would get so much backlash. So Cynthia or Demi Moore, it's probably yours. Which I do hope it's Demi Moore, even though I think Cynthia needs an Oscar. She's about to be an EGOT.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think she'll get it in the second one, and I don't know if Demi Moore will have another opportunity to get an Oscar.
Explain what an EGOT is, because I'm like, I know, but a lot of people probably would not know.
That's true.
What an EGOT is. You're like, yeah, she's getting an EGOT, and I'm like, yes. And I'm like, what the?
EGOT.
She got it. She got the EGOT.
No, it's Emmy. When you win an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and a Tony, you're an EGOT.
So she's just missing the O.
She's just missing the O.
She's just missing the Oz.
She just needs that O, that sweet espresso. Yeah. And I was like, what did she win an Emmy for? Like, was she on TV?
She's been on a lot of stuff.
Oh, okay. I've just been oblivious. Yeah. I mean, I knew she...
Was she in The Color Purple?
Not the movie. She was in The Color Purple on Broadway.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Was it, like, that would be a movie anyway.
It is a movie. I swear she's in the movie.
No, she's not in the movie.
Really?
Mm. Oh, okay. So she won the Tony for The Color Purple, we knew.
Yeah.
And then she has a Grammy for the Best Musical Theater Album for The Color Purple as well. Okay, so that's how she got those. What's the Emmy? What'd she get? That's what I want to know. Where's your Emmy, girl? Emmy Awards. Color Purple.
So all of them are for The Color Purple.
Mm-hmm. Daytime Emmys. She won Outstanding Musical Performance in a Daytime Program. So I'm guessing they had like a daytime program for The Color Purple. That's crazy. That show really did, like...
It really went.
She got like 3 of them in one show, and now she got Wicked.
Dang.
So, like, she'll definitely be an EGOT, for sure. There's no way that between these two movies that, like, I think her and Ariana could potentially win Oscars.
Yeah.
But yeah,
and if they don't, we know that it's fake. No, I don't know.
Yeah, no, literally.
But come on, like, I watched the movie, and finally, because I've watched every single scene on TikTok.
You watched the movie prior to watching the movie.
Yeah, I
anyway,
did. So I'm like, I knew everything. I'm like, oh my god, this is a good part. This is a good part. I'm like, I've literally never watched the movie before. But I know what's happening.
I watched it 3 times in theaters. Like, that's crazy. That's like 9 hours.
Yeah, that is commitment.
I know.
That is definitely commitment.
Oh, and I loved it every time. I loved it. It's so good.
I couldn't watch it whenever it first came out because I had like the most wicked double ear infection. So anything I watched, like for almost like a month, my ears were just ringing.
Oh,
and so I'm like, I couldn't go to the theater. And then it was like Christmas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then we got busy opening the businesses, whatever. And so I'm like, yeah, let me finally watch it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's good.
I should end up buying it. I'm like, I'm probably going to watch it again. Because I feel like so...
Oh, I was so excited because I use your Prime and I saw it was on
you
there.
Said it was
I was
like,
yes! I can watch it.
She bought it.
Just like put it on in the background.
Yeah, well, because, okay, I watched it, yes, but then I just felt like almost, because there is part 2, obviously, I just felt like unfinished.
Yes, I know.
I like watched it and I was like, I feel like I'm missing something. It's like I need to watch it again. I'm like, what did I miss? Mm-hmm. But also because I have watched so many of the scenes so many times, I'm like, I know the dances by heart.
Yeah.
And then I get there and I'm like, I feel like there was stuff missing, but probably because I watched everything.
Yeah.
I was expecting to have not seen
Have
some
you
things.
seen the original, like, show?
No, I never got to watch the original show.
Do you know, like, the plot?
Broadway. Yeah.
Okay. Because I know it's, like, very different when you don't know the plot to, like, the actual show. Like, people are just like, oh my god, it's so cute.
Yeah, no.
It's like, it's so sad.
Yeah,
it is so sad.
Because I did get out of theater. Like, I know I was into theater for, like, a while. And then once I went to, like, nursing school and started opening businesses and stuff in COVID, I'm like, I kind of went down my theater era.
Yeah.
But I love theater.
Yeah.
And so
I think it's the best movie musical I've ever seen. It's so good.
The closest to, like real, like to like the original.
No,
you
like
find?
just like the magic, the everything. Like, yeah, I think it's just the best like one I've seen.
Yeah.
In terms of like movie musicals.
I know I enjoyed Mamma Mia too.
I would say that was a good one too.
It's terrible to say. Well, not terrible to say. I think I like Mamma Mia the movie more than I like the show. The
Same.
actual show.
I mean, of course.
I don't know. There's something about the movie that just hits different.
It's yeah. Did you watch the second one too?
Didn't love the second one as much.
I didn't either, but I did like the
I like the
music.
story.
Yeah.
I like the story and everything. I think that it could have just been executed a little bit better.
Yeah. Well, that's because less Meryl Streep too.
Yes. I also feel like if they were to come up with a third one, like there was rumors.
There's no need for a third.
But however, there was a rumor of
Amanda Seyfried.
yes. First of all, amazing.
She auditioned to be Glinda.
Yes, I know. That was one thing I was gonna say. I'm like, she auditioned to be Glinda.
And I'm like stealing your
That's okay. I don't mind that. But second,
Okay, I don't know this one.
she wanted Sabrina Carpenter to play her daughter in the third one. Yeah.
Ah.
Would love to see it. I would, like, interesting, but I would love to see it.
Yeah.
It would be something because Sabrina's got
would.
her own, like, character to her already. And it would just be fun to see both of them with their vocals. I find the second Mamma Mia lacked vocally a little bit. Just a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit.
I liked Lily James. I thought she was like stunningly gorgeous.
She is stunningly gorgeous. Voice.
I mean, she's got a voice.
It's there.
Yeah. It's not like she's like, I don't know. I mean, but that was never the thing with any of the Mamma Mias. Like even the first one, like Pierce Brosnan. Yeah. When you're gone.
The men couldn't sing to save their lives. However, like the women, every one of the women had such strong vocals. And we just didn't care because we were all there for like the women and the dances.
Oh my god, it makes me want to watch Mamma Mia right now.
They couldn't sing, they couldn't dance. They were just there to be the baby daddies who didn't know. They were literally confused the whole movie. So it didn't even matter. We were like, yeah, they're not even.
There's a thing that's like nothing unites the gays and middle-aged women more than Mamma Mia.
That is true. That is very true.
I love it. I love it.
But yeah, no, I think I would really like to see Sabrina.
Yeah, see, like now, if not Mamma Mia, I want to see it in something.
Yes, I think she should be in a musical. She has such a like. She could be a princess, but also she is kind of like explicit, so that's also one thing.
That's so true. Yeah.
Like she was on Disney, and then she was explicit, and then it was like
Housewives on Broadway right now.
What?
Like, what's her name? Ariana Madix, who dated like Tom Sandoval. Like, did you hear that drama with Vanderpump?
No, I didn't.
Like after the whole cheating scandal, she got like Dancing with the Stars, and then she was like Roxy in Chicago.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then Erica Jane, who is in Beverly Hills, Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Okay.
I think she was on Chicago too. It's like it's always Chicago. I don't know.
I mean,
it's just like, if you wanted to roll, just Chicago. I don't know why.
Because they all had it coming. That's why they all want to kill
always
their
throw them in
husbands.
there. But yeah, I'm going to see at the end of this month. Actually, I'm going to see a Broadway show in New York.
Yeah,
I haven't told you that yet, or did you see it?
Well, no, you were saying something about. Oh no, you said you were going to Atlanta.
I'm going to Atlanta, yes.
Oh.
And then literally the next weekend, I'm going to New York City.
What are you seeing?
Little Shop of Horrors, and Liz Gillies is playing Audrey.
Love that.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
So one conspiracy while you're there.
I know, right? Oh, I should. That's fun.
One conspiracy that messes me up though, like I remember like last time we were talking about like a conspiracy that really like that you makes you think at night sometimes. I came across one that I completely forgot about, but then the second it's brought up, it like just brings
memories. Brings it back. It's all coming back.
It makes my gut hurt. Have you ever heard the theory about pigs?
No.
I had stumbled upon it the other day on TikTok, and it just made me like. It gave me the ick. So, in the Bible, it says, or I'm not even 100% sure if it's the Bible or if it's where it is. But I know that in like Christianity or Catholicism, they talk about how demons or bad people wanted to stay on Earth so bad that they asked God, just put us in any animal so that we can stay here and live. Because we want to live so bad. And God went, yeah, sure. I'm going to stick you in the pig. So God stuck them in the pig instead of going to hell because I didn't want to go to hell so bad. So they stayed as these dirty, nasty, disgusting swine. And then I don't know who interviewed them.
The pigs?
No. Well, hold on. They are technically they are kind of like pigs though, because you know how like pigs eat anything.
Yeah.
Okay. So they went to prisons,
Okay.
and they interviewed cannibals, and said, "What is the closest thing to human flesh that tastes, close to it?" And they said, "Oh yeah, damn right, a pig." Straight up, pig tastes like human flesh.
That's crazy.
According to the cannibals. Allegedly. I don't know. I've never had it. I don't want to.
Wow. Yeah.
So
I don't know about that.
So, and also, if you look at a pig's eye, it looks like a human eye. If like I'll put a picture up, but they have like the eyelashes and the wrinkles. And
They do be pretty thick too. Like a BBL.
Not a pig BBL.
Pig BBL. It's the inspo.
That is the pig theory.
Interesting.
Sorry, there's nothing.
I'm telling you. They know.
Why was it on? I didn't even touch my phone. That's weird. She's just
And
there.
she's like, uh-huh.
That's creepy.
I really hope we got that. Like, I
I'm
hope
sure-
like the microphones caught
Oh, I'm
that.
sure. I hope so too.
Straight up said, uh-huh. Like, have you ever heard this one?
She's like, "But we've been new. We've been new. Next."
Raw, next question.
That's creepy. Okay. Ooh.
Also, just side note, okay, have you seen this trend of like the raw next question? Like, what is this thing going on? Have you heard of this?
Raw?
Raw next question. It's
No.
raw next question. People are commenting it all over the place.
I think it
you would
stems.
let them hit it raw next question.
Yes. And I think like that's. I mean, it's like multi-layered, right? Because they're commenting on things that are like.
But it doesn't make sense.
Right.
So at first it was like, okay, you see a picture of this attractive girl, raw next question, or attractive guy, raw next question. And then it's like random stuff. Yeah,
I think-
raw next question. Like,
I think
what?
it's like now the meaning is like.
Yes.
Yes. It's
Yes.
like basically like you
Yes,
say
next
yes
question.
so quickly that like you're like period. It's basically like period.
Period.
And it's like why
Yeah,
does the human
raw.
brain? And we all get it.
Yeah. We're like, oh yeah, that makes sense now. Look, no.
Isn't
It
that-
doesn't.
Oh, that's the Disney method right there. That's what
Yeah.
they want you to do. They're just like you're part of the experience. We all adapt to each other.
Yeah.
I had more on the list too, but I was like, let's cut it off there. Let's leave it.
For another
Like
day.
there's like the Pixar theory.
What's that?
That one's I could do really quick, but like all the movies in the Pixar universe
Yeah.
connect. And like if you put them chronologically, not like when they came out, but like it starts with like I think it's Brave, or no, maybe it's not. I think it's Brave. I don't know. It starts like with one of like the like woodland creatures, animals and stuff. So it shows like animals turning into like humans, turning into like just evolving to the point where like they're eventually like robots, like Wall-E and like
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Uh-huh.
I see.
yeah, there's like a whole timeline of it, and people really go into it. I just think it's interesting that like you could do that, and then like they reference other Pixar movies throughout the.
I could see that. I could see that.
Yeah,
I'm low-key convinced of that.
I think it's fun. I love Pixar.
Yeah.
Love it. I wish they had a Pixar park, like just for Pixar movies, because I know like they throw them here and there throughout Disney, but like
Yeah.
I want a Pixar park. That rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, Pixar Park.
A Pixar park. You always do it better than me. I'm like, oh my god.
Got it for today.
Yeah,
Is that
that's
all,
good.
all today's pod?
I think that's good. Yeah.
That's fair, honestly.
Mic drop.
Boom. I love how we have mics, but we decided to mic drop with the hand that didn't have the microphone in it.
Yeah, because this is
too
our
expensive.
equipment. Yeah. We gotta keep
Mic
it.
drop.
That's like
Gently.
That's literally like the theater. The theater where we're like, protect the mic.
Yes. The microphone is yours.
Yeah. No, I don't. It always gives me anxiety when like they're like throwing stuff around. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's expensive.
Yeah,
I'm like, give it to me. I need a better
value.
mic.
Like, there's value to that, honey.
Exactly. Oh my god.
But all right.
Yeah. Sounds
Follow our
good.
socials.
Yep. Next week, next weekend is the Super Bowl, so maybe
yeah.
we'll have some conspiracies around that.
Yeah, would love that.
Unless we record before it, we'll see.
When is the Super Bowl? Sunday?
Sunday. Super Bowl Sunday. We should have a little, like, shindig.
That would be fun. We'll find some more conspiracies to talk about either after the Super Bowl or maybe even, like, Monday again.
Yeah.
And then post it.
Yeah, I'm down. It's because, I mean, all we really care about is the halftime. We don't want to.
Yeah, I know. So we just watched the halftime show and we're like, all right, pod.
Literally. Literally.
I don't know who
The
won.
Chiefs are there, though.
Who?
Travis Kelce's team.
Oh, Taylor Swift's boyfriend.
So Michael Taylor Swift be at the Super Bowl? Probably. That's what we care about.
Yeah, I don't football.
I don't either.
I used to watch a lot of hockey. I loved hockey, but
I sometimes get into it for like the cause of the Super Bowl. I'm like, oh my god, suddenly I love football.
yeah, for the next week we're like, yeah, Super Bowl. What are we doing?
Talk about throwing pigs.
I can't even think about it.
Isn't it pigskin? I don't know.
It's pigskin. The football.
Football. I thought so. Yeah.
Okay, we gotta look though because or else I gotta take it out of the pod.
Pigskin footballs.
Football conspiracies. We should just look.
I know, right? Yeah, football's made of pigskin.
Ew, that's like human skin.
Oh, it says these days they're made from cowhide and vulcanized rubber, making their nickname pigskins. But football fans often used to perpetuate the idea that footballs used to be made of pigskin, which is how they got their nickname. But it turns out this isn't the case.
Ew.
But I think, yeah, it was like early days. Oh, this one says that early days they did inflated pig bladders. So
Them cannibals.
the more you know. The more you know.
We're gonna have to like dive into the backgrounds of football. Be like, okay, what cannibal?
Next week is just a football pod.
Yeah.
Which
all
is
the conspiracies,
which is
all
so
the-
off-brand for us. So
Yeah, we
But
don't.
I'm kind of curious though. Like
We'll
maybe
learn
I'll
football for
actually
you.
maybe I'll actually enjoy it knowing.
My
like,
brother used to play. I enjoyed watching it, but I never had any clue what was happening.
Yeah, I don't really.
Anytime
either.
anyone else would cheer, I'd be like, "Yep, I'm there with my." I used to take pictures of him.
You're
I
just-
was the photographer at
You're
the
just the
football game.
candid moments.
Yeah, I used to just.
That's so fair.
I was like a
That's same.
cheerleader.
No, I would do the same.
That's about it.
Yeah, pretty much same.
But we'll look it up.
Yeah, I think it would be enjoyable to look into some conspiracies before watching, because then we're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Have you heard this one?
Have you seen the pigskin? Did you hear about this one?
Did you know it was a bladder back in the day?
Yeah, we'll just be
Of
sitting
the
here
demons?
annoying every. Of the demons. It's a demonic game, allegedly.
Oh my gosh, I know. We're just making stuff up at this point. All right. That's where we end.
start
We're
doing
going
that.
too far. The unhinged. That's
Hey.
a Disney
Not doing
farewell.
this anymore.
A Disney farewell.